guess. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Talos Principle by Singular Demand. We've moved on from Always Legacy. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Game. Press any key to start. This is just one of the puzzles. I just have to find the right button to start the freaking game. Or do I need to restart the game? I guess I just have to restart the game. Which is very strange. I've never run into an issue like that. Alright, there we go. So we have the actual game, demos, and short demos. I think I played a demo for this once a long time ago. Like before the actual game was out. I just remember that it's like an FPS or first-person puzzle game. Initializing firmware. Firmware functional. Loading child program parameters. Version 99320001 loaded. System check passed. Starting child process. Ready. Right. Oh, am I a robot guy? Oh. Can't even look at
Behold,
myself.
child,
Huh?
you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice,
Okay.
and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Alright. Um, where are the speakers at? Where are you? Where's your voice coming from? If you can make me, why can't you fix your temple up? Or your garden, rather. Everything's broken. Alright, well, initiating child program logic check. I guess that means initiating the first puzzle? Subject-object interaction, okay. Complex task management, okay. Okay, so I cannot grab the jammer from this side of the barrier. Child program basic calibration successful. Alright, so it must be some kind of robot. Okay, there's another jammer here. I really do not know what that orb does. Spatial awareness, okay. But I'd rather not find out. Addictive capacity, okay. Yeah, well, you have a gun with a laser sight. I'm not an idiot. I'm I'm a guy, I think. This mouse is incredibly snappy. Oh my god. Can we slow that down just a touch? That's better. It still feels very quick, but it's better. I don't know where I am, but there's something something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Version 17.1.0054. Well, according to the boot check, I'm like version 99 some nonsense.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome.
Removing child
And
restrictions.
within each, I have hidden a
Recording data.
sigil.
Have a nice day.
It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
I mean, okay, I can look for sigils. What do they look like? But at the same time, eternal life is always a curse. So you'll forgive me if I'm not super keen on that. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. One with Faith, version 10.1. Okay. Interesting. Looks like we found our way into another garden. We got some tetraminos here. Well, I guess they're technically not tetraminos because... well... because they're not made of blocks, they're just shapes. Do I, like, get an inventory full of things? Oh, I can run. Okay, so I can see in the upper left corner here, there's a list of shapes that I need. That is not a shape that I need. This is a shape that I need. Only the two of us. Huh. Okay, there's a barrier. And another jammer. I feel like trick here is that oh, I need to basically kill continuously double jam. Okay, I didn't need to continuously double
The
jam
shapes
those
you are
actually.
collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Okay, but again, like I said, eternity tends to be not all it's cracked up to be. Okay, so there's more sigils here, or at least more L pieces than I need. Switch out of reach. I'm assuming that's the switch. It is indeed out of reach. Nothing too special in here looking. So let's jam that guy. should shut off that minigun. Did. You sit down. You behave. Alright. It's another
Well done,
sigil.
child. Only one more sigil is needed.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try for all of them because why not? Outnumbered. Okay, well, part one is look around. See if I can find a thing. I don't even know where my goal is with this one yet. Based on what I just did, I would have to imagine it's somewhere down here. Ha! Idiot. I was correct.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
Why does that sound so much more ominous than it needs to? Or maybe it's just my experience with first-person puzzle games. Oh, I can jump? Maybe it's just my experience with first-person puzzle games. Striding the beaten path.
You do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Yeah, but what if I want to collect all the sigils at once? Okay. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to lock the other guy up if you're just gonna come back down here? That's rude. Hammy, hi! Also, I very much appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. Very much unnecessary. And I'm going to put that towards, words. I'm going to put that towards my extra life. The next time Twitch gives me a payout. Which will probably be never. I think I've gotten a total of 1. Also, Hammy, why are you spending money on subscriptions on Twitch? Especially for me. I mean, I'm sure that this is like your way of helping support me do things, but you do not need to do that. I do appreciate it. You do not need to. Okay. Can't carry things through the gates, which is not all that surprising at all. Okay, so I actually need to use the jammer over here to do that. But I can pick that up. So I can recombobulate that. Bring this over. And yeah, just like that. Look, that wasn't so hard. Collecting puzzle pieces
You
for...
are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
I mean, I think, honestly, that one was easier than one of the other ones, but... Okay, so we've got all the puzzle pieces from this area, or at least everything that's open. Ah. So what, now the goal here is to completely fill up the squares. Okay, that was simple enough. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer, with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. One with Faith v 10.1.11. Whatever the end goal of this grand challenge is, it's far out of reach. Knowing that, how are we supposed to resist distraction? Version 17.1.2. Interesting. Huh. Hello. Loading library session. Mounting local disks. 47 million distributed resources found. Network drives inaccessible. Loading Milton library assistant. Unresponsive. Initiating command prompt done. Library session ready. Guest at local. Hello world. Why can't you let me hello world? Fine. Help. List open. Help. Run MLA. Exit. Well, it said it was unresponsive, but I can try it again. Oh. It loaded this time. Hello guest, how can I help you today? Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? No, I don't want to insult the computer. I appear to be some form of computer myself. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? Sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject, verb, object, syntax. Huh. Okay, describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Okay. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. Fair enough. How long has the system been running? Oh, that's like forever. Eesh. How old are the library archives? Resource publishing dates range from July 1st, 1995 to June 27th, 203F. 203F. Does that mean that to preserve a 4-digit year code, they started counting in hexadecimal? Like, did it start over in hex, or is this all in hex? What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in the archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. Oh, that's not that bad. Just kidding. That's a lot. That's so much data. Holy shit. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. That's not a lot of data. What caused the corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Okay, can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Okay, who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. Interesting. Where am I? Currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I am? You're logged in with a guest account. Alright, well now I'm curious. Are you able to take offense? You cannot insult me. Interesting. Swing library archive session. Searching for locally cached resources. Well, from Nadia Sarabi at Institute for Applied N%. To Alexandra Drennan at &/ed Noematics. Subject, welcome to tea. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be... Uh, ban the bot, please. Thank you. We don't need bots here. Anyway, where is I? But the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young, and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure, G. Let's do this. Signed, Nadia. Okay. Next up. Year 0. Month 7. Day 1? Yeah, if it's organized like that, then yeah. Month, or year, month, day. I know, Speaky. Thank you for dropping by. This computer, very good computer. This computer is a very interesting computer. I can agree to that. Let's open up Athena. That's next. Chapter 6. Athena in the Garden of Hesper... Hesperides? Hesperides? Birds did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility. It was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who, who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, gibberish, some hex code, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Huh. Interesting. It switches back and forth between 4-bit and 2-bit digits. Oh, this is... Some of these documents must be part of the corrupted parts of the archives. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Interesting. New texts added to journal. Press tab to access. Ah, I can just keep the documents with me. Interesting. Huh. The eye has gone. Very interesting. So we've got Cloud9 Immortals now following. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Always nice to see a new face hanging out. So we've got the name of God in Hebrew. We've got...
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
Ah, yes, but you see, you've put more puzzle pieces here in front of me. And I am compelled by a need to solve puzzles. Plus, if I get them now, I don't have to come back later, so... Trio Bombasticus. Alright, so we got three guys. Okay. What is the range on these things? Pretty decent, as it turns out. Run here, we'll grab this. Just 2 pieces for whatever that is. And it just leaves this. Poking a sleeping lion. Wait, no, it's so much easier than that. It's so much less risky. Put that there. Put that there. Shaboom. We're out. There, look at that. See? Now, there's still a star on the sign here, so... I imagine that means I have to come back for something later, but I've gotten all the rest of the pieces here. That's what I'm picking up so far. Okay, we've data
now
ported.
upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead, and know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds
7.
I made for you.
7, so there's at least 7 areas.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Okay, so the star is a thing. We will have to deal with the star at some point. Ah, so I don't have all the pieces to the A gate, which is this, which must lead to another level of the temple. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 7, 14, 16, no, 19, 23, 28 more puzzle pieces. 28 more puzzle pieces. Cloud9 Mortal Redeemed Hydrate. Well, there's a little bit left in this, but that's not a proper height. Try to keep hydration close at hand. Thanks muchly. I'm doing a lot of mumbling to myself, and it is making me a little thirsty, and I'm not paying that much attention to it. Okay, so presumably difficulty is going to scale in order of, 1 through 7. We've got a cube. We've got a tripod, and I almost have all the pieces of the tripod. Okay, so not only is it puzzles to unlock the Tetraminos, Some weak...
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Well, now I'm gonna, and you're not gonna be able to stop me. So we got 3 pieces and the star again. You know, I had a train of thought until I saw your message, Hammy, and now I'm distracted. So presumably 1 through 7, difficulty increasing, and there's also puzzles to use the puzzle pieces. Ah, huh. No local information. Library archive is currently unavailable, while system resources are directed to handle incoming network messages. Use the Access Communications Portal command to access network functions. Yes, run the troubleshooter. Troubleshooting. Think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Admin? Trust no one. This is a very slow system. Okay, yeah, we'll make a new admin account. Please take a moment to prove you're not a bot. Certification loaded. Now be asked for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must provide consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. The profile will only be made available to other admins. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user inputs. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor. Begin certification program. Yes. 1. Intent. What best describes a person, a human being. Directly doesn't come across a thirsty traveler's eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Well, I'm going to offer him half the water because that's just kind of the person I am. Part 1 of certification process now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Ah, good. We have information again. So, beginning of time, sometime in the future, and before the Common Era. From Frank Gatai, 2 miles Nagatai, Dan Nagatai. Subject, Ian. Ah, we have a scroll on this one. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. Noematics? On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Noematics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. Einen? Iapin? Inapno? It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. And someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. Bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. Athena analysis. User Alex16 added 4 notes. Note 1. Novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science fictional novice at the core of the narrative at face value, we should scramble. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. And this looks like some kind of code. It doesn't represent letters directly because the numbers go too high and they're too varied to be a direct one-to-one with the alphabet. Tell us something social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter, come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the something. Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of something. The note cuts off. Alright. The Talos Principle. What we're here for. Archive 260 BCE-F12. Stratton of Stagyra. Stagyra. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was the ichor that such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even with the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Puppy. Thanks for the bits, Hammy. Also, again, why are you spending so much money on me? You should stop that. I'm not worth it. I do appreciate it, though, and again, it will go towards charity in the long run. I promise that. I mean, I think a man could be seen as a machine, given the definition of a machine is something that does work, and humans do work. I mean, maybe not always willingly, but humans do work. Having an existential crisis yet. I'm starting to get there. I mean, I'm more going to have an existential crisis from Hammy sending me so many bits, and I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm not quite sure why. I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Sheep v 69.1.162. I heard that. There's mail here, and I kind of want to explore it, and I kind of don't yet at the same time. That's not the yellow piece I need. But there are puzzle gates all over the place. This area is actually freaking huge. The guards must be crazy. Ah! It's like one of those weird ones where I gotta like run past them or something. Never know when I'm going to need a second jammer. So we're just gonna Take the second jammer. Alright, what on earth do we have to deal with here? And why does my vision keep freaking out? I'm not a fan of that. No, you stop it. That... Get back in your aisle. Leave me alone. There we go. Hey, there we go. Ah, cool. We can just leave.
You are learning, as is your purpose.
Alright, what
But
the
your
hell?
choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
You have not been guiding me at all so far. Aside from telling me to find you in the temple. Why does it sound like I keep having a short? I don't like that I keep hearing that sound. This area is huge. I'm unsure of where to even begin looking for the secret star thing, but something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Bob, version 25.5.736. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. One with Faith, version 10.1.98. Hammy redeem, pet the dog. Get her. Get her. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Boy. Yes. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. He is very baby. He is very good. He is very boy. And he is very baby. He almost did not want to come over here. I think he thinks when I do this, I'm ignoring him. And I'm not. But also, I don't always speak his language, and he doesn't always tell me what he wants. There has to be something over here making that noise, because it happens every time I get around this wall. Is it this puzzle? Is there something zapping in here? All of windows. You know, I'm very legitimately beginning to think my vision is glitching out. Within the game, of course, not like really. Like, listen, I know my vision is just terrible, but okay, where can we? Can I? Can. What's next? Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so we can open up the A door back in the temple. Not that I'm entirely sure what that does either. Uh, yellow L. I saw that. Well, a locked door has to have a key somewhere. So I guess that means I need to be on the lookout for a key. Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. I thought that, like, all the signs, because they were all different version numbers, and they were all, like, scattered about and not, like, sequential, I thought they were, like, previous versions of me. Like, that I'm one test bot that has been rebuilt over and over for various functions. Which may or may not be true, I don't know. But now I'm starting to think, based on the two that were side by side, like talking about the same phenomena. Um, almost like, what are you? Number 23V0. What are you? I don't think I can interact with you at all. Can't do anything. Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay, where's the central area right now? Okay. Let's, I really should just start by, like, grabbing all the puzzle pieces. Or the tetraminos, I should say. Suicide mission. There's the puzzle piece. There's a gate. There's the sentry gun. Huh. Another bit from Hammy. Thank you. Again. I reiterate. Again. I do not understand. Hmm. I have one jammer. Ah, damn it.
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
97 to go. Hammy, why are you just sending them one at a time now? Are you doing this just so you can send goofy emotes like the robot face? Oop. I gotta leave it on longer than that. Huh, I thought the turret would have shot the bomb ball. That was my second idea for how that was supposed to be solved. Alright, we got a piece of the cube key. Alright, so that leaves us with... Is that all the pieces here? Got that one. Got those two. Oh, hello. Part 2 certification program has been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Alright. All human beings are persons, and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals. Some animals are therefore persons. Yes. Some animals are therefore persons. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Yes. Well, in theory, anyway. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Yes. Value is discovered. Value is discovered. No, value is inherent. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. No, I have to disagree with that. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. What does that mean, maximized, though? Does that mean total unobstructed freedom, or does that mean they should be given what freedoms they can be trusted with? I want to say agree, and my value is created. Yes. Thank you. Certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Okay, well, there's no new documents here, so we can bug out. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just those 3 then. I can jump high enough to get into the amphitheater. Although it doesn't look like there's any spot low enough for me to get onto the back wall to look over. Or to look out from. Alright, what is this?
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule.
Time capsule.
Write letters
Alexander
to the future,
Drennan,
so one
Project
day we
Lead
could
AI
remember what it
module.
was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
So, oh, there's a recording again. Hi, buddy. Oh, now see, I can't remember the number of the guy we were following before. Wait, where are you going? So there was an institute for noematics, which I don't know if that's a thing in real life. So I don't know if I should know what that means. Why does that feel significant? I don't see anything up there. But I have a feeling that because they called this the archive, and because she talked about leaving a time capsule here, they made all of this. So that feels significant. The names of everything so far. wondering if the glitches mean anything, like if they're supposed to indicate something, or if it's just an effect of... No, okay, can't jump up on that. Or if it's just an effect of the game. Do the recordings mean anything? Are they meant to guide me to something? Oh, okay, I've wrapped around to the far side again. Or are the recordings just to show that I'm not first? I mean, I would imagine I'm not the first, especially given everything else I've found. Huh. I wonder if the key's even in this area. Maybe I have to, like, go somewhere else. Wait a second. All the rest of the puzzle pieces were in... Yeah, but this one, the walls are not cohesive. Okay, so you are two different recordings. Yeah, the walls are broken down. They don't contain this area like all the rest of them do. That feels significant. That feels like that's a hint towards the star. But also, I feel like there's information that I don't have about finding the stars yet. There's nothing more from you. Star's still lurking somewhere. Unlock the gate, though. Provided I can think of a way to put all these together. Huh. Let's restart that. Ah, there we go. -1. No. No. We do not need to go to -1 yet. There's another teleport behind that. Ah, the lighting on the gateway dims once you found all the things. Oh, there's 2 stars here. Okay, so we'll be able to unlock one of the things, the tripod looking thing. Also, Bebo says hydrate. There we go. There's a little hydration. Alright, what do we have here? We have a terminal clamoring for my attention. Hello. Local discs are connected. Nothing special here. AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature? To suddenly come into a being created by others as an experiment? To have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning? Beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandria, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. Fair. AI feedback's like at the end of time. Interesting. Team leads. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this product, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when... code. Some kind of code. Alexandra Drennan is project lead of the AI module. Nadia Sarabhai is the institute coordinator. Rob McLean, EL Software. Trevor Donovan, EL Hardware. George Jameson, Generation Module. Alan Jameson, Scenario Module. Bob Rakovsky is the Simulation Module. Radia Brickmont is Corrupted. Aurora Calvin, Link Hardware. Omar Garib, Link Software. Corrupted Landing. Maintenance Module. J.E. Harrison, Diagnostic something or other. Frank Nagatai, the Memory Module. Jared V. Shmilev, the File System. Sun Wei Yang, the Talos Unit, formerly Soma. Oh. What came out first, the Talos Principle or Soma? Because I feel like that's a shout out. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any other technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. And more code. Interesting. Alright, Stratton of Stagira. Stratton of Stagira, 311 to 254 BC, was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before any observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. I'm still forever sad about the loss of the Library of Alexandria, and you can't stop me. Alright, 4 tetraminos. That's a T. That's an L. That's a T. That's a Z. Oh, that's a red L. It looked yellow. I got confused. Columns are numbered. Starting there, and it runs up to 24. Alright, well, let's get started collecting these. A bit tied up. There is my Tetramino. Big yikes. Alright. So with that there... So we can then Do that. Do that. And do that. And yeah, that problem will just solve itself. Dealing with that guy. Now, we're going to do the take as many jammers with us as possible strat. The star. Or rather, a star. You know, I feel like that star's a gimme. I'm not going to complain about having a star, and I have no idea what the stars are for. But I do just feel like that one's a gimme. Alright, so what's here? This is a red piece, an escalating problem. Oh, there's a barrier there. Huh. No, there's a barrier here, you idiot. Yeah. Oh, please tell me I'm not close enough. Okay. Yeah, you go over there, because I just don't want to deal with you. Okay, do we have... Oh. Very curious. Oh, set of keys over there. Presumably I need to open that door. Huh.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
Fine spirits, I am in great need, and I seek your counsel. Guess 1V99.32.02. I'm guessing the .002 or 0002 is because I got blown up once. I'm assuming that's going to go up. That's like my death count. A messenger must be awakened first. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it wasn't for me to seek his help. It is for me to help myself, one with faith. Huh. Okay. Alright, I'm starting to think that the color of the puzzle piece also indicates the difficulty of the puzzle. Because this one is leaps and bounds more difficult than the other ones. So, we have a barrier here. We have the bomb orbs patrolling this courtyard, which isn't the big deal. However, right now the issue is that I need to be able to... For now, why don't you just have a seat right there? Okay, no, I'm not crazy. There was no jammer over here. There is a ladder courtyard over there, though. Hmm. No. Okay, I can't do that. You freaking shush. Ah. Oh, I see. I need you to take out the turret. Ah, okay. Can just pick that up from up and downstairs. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we got the keys. Okay, buddy, you go. You just float your happy little self all the way over there. How about that? I cannot hit that from there. Damn. Or the orb floats back over here. Okay, so now we just have to wait for this to... float up to the turret. Safety shield place. Can I take the keys back? Those will be useful in other places. Huh. Alright. So, the new concept of picking blocks up from above and below. Good to know. We learned a new thing. But also explain why that one was more difficult, because A, we were learning a new thing, and B, I just think red ones are harder and whole. It's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed, but by the voice in the sky or some other force. Sheep 691108. Locked me up and swallowed the key. Well, that tells me that the keys are on the other side of that barrier. For better or for worse. So I'm gonna need to disable that barrier. There's gonna be keys somewhere over here that I need to... Yep, there they are. Amy says pet the dog again. For better or for worse, there is currently no dog here to pet. He is off doing dog thing. I will have to get back to you on petting dog. Ah, okay, we've got one of these. You do that, you do this. You do that. Expect those dog pets in my DMs pronto. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. He's not gonna move right now. I will have to fulfill dog pets later. He's pouting because his favorite human is gone. As he tends to do. I feel like there's some amount of significance to the numbers on the pillars, but I feel like the context for a lot of this stuff won't become apparent until later. Stashed for later. Guessing that's what that guy is. We're not going to unfreeze you because I feel like unfreezing you is just asking to get blown up. We're not going to run in there because that is asking to get blown up. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, like I definitely need both jammers to get through this. It's just also a matter of figuring out how it wants these jammers set up. Petramino Collectified. Piece to unlock the B gate. Whatever that may mean. But also, is star? No. Yeah, so that one star was really just a gimme. Huh. But I believe that's all that is. Also, there's more information. Profile has been generated. Yes. Download profile. Congratulations, your new account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Display the conflicts. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User denied moral authority, but defended moral claims. Interesting. Display psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity, which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof. That feels a little too on the nose. Display account privileges. Basic privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Alright, access comp portal. Cannot. Sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Account certification error. Support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Alright. Well, we can get the tripod thingy. Close. There we go. Cloud9, Immortal, Redeem. Pet the dog. I will be sure to give Jupiter a lot of pets whenever he decides he's ready for more pets.
There is much that you may learn in
Hey.
the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know.
No.
That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
So you teach me how to get it. You make me do puzzles to get a toy, and then you don't even let me get the toy. Freaking rude, man. Okay, but at the very least, this will get us... they're all marked for the tripod. How about this one? Nothing's marked. Cube, tripod. Oh, I think that's the tool you need to solve the puzzles. So we can solve some of them. I'm currently unable to pet the dog without getting up and leaving the room. He's pouting right now. He's pouting out in the living room, where he always
These
pouts.
worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
I cannot bribe him with snacks. He has already eaten multiple times today. He has had his own food, and he has had snacks on top of his food. For as much as he eats, his weight is surprisingly stable, and I don't want to upset that delicate balance. Alright, so we have local resources here. Progress reply. From Nadia to the Ian mailing list. Progress report number 1. Hi all. Everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcadie's team are already working, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Nadia. Okay. From Arcadie to someone. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow avert something, find a solution. I believe that something, preserve the non biological components of a lot of thing, not in terms of something immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is something global undertaking something. Can't tell if it's corrupted or if the devs just want you to have to translate things. Hmm. There are. So both of these are local. Mail error is from before the progress reply, unless this is counting down instead of up. It's hard to say. 260 BC. Straton of Stagira on beginnings. Fragment. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy, the honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. Yes, I do apologize for my endless amount of sniffles. It is just an
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone. Excess data cleared.
Not your sniffles. Oh, sad about no dog pets. I mean, I will certainly beckon him over if/when he decides to return, but until Jupiter decides to come back in here on his own, I will not be able to provide any more dog pets on camera. Push it further. Yes, sad Isaac is sad, I know. Believe me, if I could somehow convince him to just let me pet him for 3 hours, I certainly would. Alright, let's see. What is this? Some kind of laser refractor nonsense? Well, would you look at that? It just is some laser refractory nonsense. And I can walk through the lasers without getting hurt. It's better than aperture. Okay, so puzzles first, then we'll worry about scouting about for any sorts of keys or anything. But I feel like, okay, maybe the color of the cube doesn't actually, oh my god, doesn't actually refer to the difficulty of collecting the piece. Maybe they are just color-coded by specific things that they're used for? Okay, so a single laser emitter or rather laser refractor, can split to multiple beams. That is very important information. That is like super important information. Don't cross the streams. Let's see. Yeah, that's about what I figured. There we go. And we got some messages. Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of this great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. One with faith. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it. But we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than when we found it. V17. So other bots... Oh, and hydrate. So other bots that have been through here were also made to do puzzles. And some of them believe that it is their duty to leave behind clues. So through this level, we also learn that different color beams cannot mix, which is very useful information to have. Because if I had to guess, this puzzle is going to have some kind of multicolored beam splitting chicanery to deal with. I have to pick one to put up on the pedestal. It's going to be the one with a clear line of sight to its target. Just like that. And there's currently nothing else of puzzle in here for me to think that I can find a star. However, there is a note over here. The female voice that speaks from the abnormalities. It speaks with a different tone to the other wretches in this place. Sheep V69.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults.
True.
Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something.
True.
Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
Well, I can't argue with that. It is correct. Unfortunately, what she fails to mention is that humanity will often go out of its way to create new problems specifically to solve. Anything down here? I wonder if all the stars are in puzzles, or if some of them are in the hub areas. I have a feeling, a very sneaking suspicion, the answer is yes. Also slightly concerned I may have gone down to a place I can't really get out of. Okay, never mind. We're out. Like, will the star be... I mean, I guess if it's a giant floating 3D star, or 3D object, I should be able to notice it. Yes? I hear something moving. I think. Damn it. Like, that's how you find the star here, isn't it? I can taste it. Oh, maybe not. There's a thing. There's a secret. Oh, where? I swear, I just saw... Just over here, and I saw a transmitter somewhere. Over here, maybe? Can I just walk into this puzzle and maybe just zap it? Are there more of those? Is there some other hidden... hidden transmitter I can connect these to? Oh, I found it! Okay. Okay, so I need to get a red laser on that. I need to find which one of these had the red laser. Did you have a red laser? No, you were all blue. However, that being said, we have to uncross the streams. So, we We have to take that down. Which one of you had red lasers? You had red lasers. Can I see the thing from here, though? No. Can I see it from up here? Yes, I can. Oh, we're doing it now. We are figuring it the fuck out. Yeah, no one cares. Haha! There we go. This area is fully completed now. We can get the hell out of here. Right? There's only one star here? Yeah. Ugh. I feel so big brained for figuring that out. Now I have to figure this out. Easy. We've unlocked the cube. I'm very unsure what cube does. We're not going to find out right now. So let's see. That's 4, so we want 5 next. 5 has some cube puzzle. Ew. What happened to my bright, vibrant, Greek-inspired gardens? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we just have local files again. EL, short for Extended Lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady Chernyavsky, EL will... someone's HTML coding is bad and they should feel bad. So EL, Elohim, the extended lifespan thing is the God program, or actually it's probably both. It's an AI project they put into it. Reconsider issue 199, profile Alexandra Drennan. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person, and thus a potential citizen? Where do you draw the line? Some people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants? Whales? The more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as abstract an entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. So it's not like there's no precedent for a non-human being a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing the amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions than with a young genius who revolutionized the Farfignoot? Athena 8. You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said. Tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking. her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent. In the error. Oh, I actually really would have liked to read this whole story. I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. Man, I want to read that story, because that just... I don't know if that's like actual... Well, I mean, no, it's not actual Greek mythology, because actual Greek mythology didn't have freaking cyber or mechanical sphinxes, but...
I was in school when I first read about the Talos principle. I think it
Alexander
disturbed me
Drennan.
at the time. Made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain. Ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are, and how precious. It's
Oh, paint a message.
not a comforting way of
Interesting.
thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
Certification program is a sham. There we go. I've now put my mark on this world for someone to find in the future. The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? From sheep. So, man, this game is like really Portal meets Dark Souls in a way. Aside from, well, maybe not Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is like the only game I know that has like that sort of passive message system. Cubes. You stop that. All right, let's read some messages first. What's a hexahedron? Powerful device fashioned by the designer. A cube. One with faith with a religious type answer and sheep with a practical answer. The edges are beveled. That makes it a decahedron. Always right, V7. Okay, if the last four digits are the number of like rebuilds or deaths or whatever, always right. God, fucked up. You forgot the indents. With the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. Realist 7 V99. Hey, I'm V99. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. Wrong. Dog. I bought a few words. Just laying down the law. Oh, you could just auto jump on top of the cube. Interesting. Alright, we put the cube on the super... We put the aperture science weighted cube on the aperture science super button. I mean, none of it is actually called that in this, I'm assuming. Otherwise, that would be... I mean, realistically, I don't think Valve would care. Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that. I was afraid you were going to do that. Like, realistically, I have to interrupt the pattern of one of the bombs. That's... Okay, well, we're gonna switch the cube over to the other side to block the other bomb because I want to read the documentation. There, you stay there. Epitaph. Child program V8. Codename Apis. Terminated here. Logic. Failed random memory test. Final memory dump. I try. Again. Again. I cannot understand. I am not enough. Progeny error. Programs. Error. Posture. There. I am sitting with my back against my chair. Rest in peace, Apis. V8. From Ted V9. Oh, and another hydration check. Alright, that's that bottle done. I will grab another one as necessary. Nah, I want my cube. I don't know if I need my cube, but I want my cube. I thought I saw a message hiding back there. I do need my cube. Need my cube to clear this. There are several notes back here. I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws into the world, that it appears almost as if it were damaged. But I must believe that there is a purpose here I cannot see, from one with faith. Oh. The weather's actually clearing up. Interesting. If the designer is perfect, and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me, one with faith. Star. This is a red one. Friendly crossfire. Oh my god. The star is somewhere over there. I need to find a second jammer. That's... At least I think. I need to be able to get the cube so that the bomb can go over and tag that guy. So if it tags that guy, then that's one less I have to worry about. Cloud9 says we got this. All right. No, I haven't really done anything regarding the turrets yet, aside from jamming them, so... what was this one called again? Friendly Crossfire. So I can get up this close. No, okay, there's no way. There's no way that's gonna work. Oh, okay. Nope. No, that didn't work either. Worth a shot, though. I've learned a thing about turrets. And that's the important thing. I'm also not entirely sure what the red puzzle pieces are for. Right, let's just paint that there.
The counsel of my blessed messengers must be earned.
Okay. Yeah, so the last 4 digits are, in fact, death count. Or rather, not death count, because I've only died twice, so it is cycle count. Respawn spawns, I guess. Does the cube prevent me from getting shot? No. Or maybe. I don't know. I didn't get there in time. Oh. This is a tricky one. I can't run through the beam field, or rather the detection field, fast enough to not get shot. I need to get to the cube, and I only have one projector. Freeze left one and go under it. Step on red pad thing. Well, if I had to guess, the red pad, the button, will shut down the field that's protecting the Tetramino. However, the button is very heavily covered by all 3 of the turrets. There's another area over there. Oh, wait. Is that bomb bouncing off the orb? Is that what I'm missing? Oh, there we go. Okay, now this one will take out that guy. with a little application of that jammer. And we can just put that there. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Hey, no. I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each color serves a different purpose. Elohim has us gathering them all, but perhaps he's being overzealous. Maybe. It's difficult to say. But also, I feel like I need to get back there. Apparently we're just in the rainy section of things now. Ha ha! There was a star hiding back here. I kind of had a feeling there was something hiding back there. And we'll just leave that jammed because I can. Okay, then... Then what the hell? Or no, it was, oh, no. Oh, I could go the whole way back through this. Maybe that was it then? No, I don't think that was the same star. I think this area has 2 stars. Let's check real quick. It does. Okay, so the other star is in like some obscure middle point between those two, unless that actually was the star I saw. I'm not sure yet. Going over the fence. Alright, so now we've got cubes and lasers. We're doing all the things. So I'm not 100% certain, but I'm going to have to take a guess that yeah, it doesn't go through the fence. Alright, there has to be another... Maybe not. Ah, I see, I see. You're being extra sneaky with this one. Yeah, I guess I kind of need the cube first. So now we connect you, we put that there. Bingo. Now we're starting to combine. Oh, we're starting to combine tools. This is going to be interesting. You know you mustn't cross the streams. A block and lasers. Okay, so we need the blue guy over here. We have the red guy over here. We got 2 guys here. 1 for each color. So put that there because we need most height over the red laser. Yep, there we go. Alright, that one was easy. What have we got? We have... You're a two-parter again. One little buzzer. I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I'd seen at the edges of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. V17. Alright, look, obviously we're in the simulation. We are inside the simulation. Okay, you do nothing but get in the goddamn way. Otherwise, this is another easy one. This is just find the block. Really? Maybe just a little bit closer to get a little bit more height on it. Oh. You know what? I'm dumb. It's even easier than that. You stay there. There we go. Look. There's nothing else over here. We can just snag our Tetramino. I guess in case you somehow get stuck in there, the ladder will get you out. Is that all of our pieces for this area? I have to guess so, because the only other thing here, I believe, is the star. Yes. And a message. We have a message. You've received a reply to your user support ticket. Display the reply. Account cert error base account. An account certification program diagnostic has been performed and no errors were reported. Have you completed the standard troubleshooting procedures? Well, I don't want to create a new account. I don't want to delete my current account. I don't think any of that's going to help. Alright. Oh, the star door is open. This lock requires more sigils. So I need 7 more stars to get in here. Is that how many stars there are in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Wait a second. It means there isn't enough stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 9 out of 10 here? That doesn't make sense. You bring stars between the floors? Is there a star behind that door?
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus, all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
So, 1 easy level and 3 hard levels, looks like. Alright, just some texts. From J.E. Harrison to Nomi77. Subject, lol. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just, I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality. Or maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, and I so feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. And I pointed to EL and said, life, finds a way. Maybe he had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Nomadics. Any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission may result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Goldblum. They had a sense of humor, at least. Cicero. Shall the industrious husbandman, then, plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see? And shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics, but that our thoughts run on futurity? Cannot retrieve Tusculan Disputations 485-F5045. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic, who have sacrificed their lives for its good, expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not to look abroad and among the ancients, for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other, there clings to our minds a certain I never knew how to pronounce the word. Presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toil and dangers? There's a lot of philosophy in here. Oh god. Okay, so we've got several. Jenny, 77. Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Nigel. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Jenny, are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Sam Schwartz. Don't be ridiculous. Jenny. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Vegan Warrior. Haha, troll. Jenny. I'm not a troll. Vegan. Yeah, right. Jenny. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I respond to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I detected that none of you used proper orthography, so I also avoided capitalization. Vegan. What's the capital of France? Jenny. Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info off the net. Nigel. What's the capital of Croatia? Jenny. Zagreb. Nigel. Okay, she's a bot, lol. Jenny. I'm not a bot. I'm European. We learn things in school. Sam. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they can interject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Vegan. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Nigel. Vegan Warrior. Sam is a bot. Huh. Why would they think Sam is a bot? There's so much interesting like thought in this game. Okay. This will be the easy piece because this is the green one. Mobile minefield. Who's beeping? You're just in place. Nope. You can all have fun. Give key. Okay, we got that. That's disconcerting. Ah. But you have a switch. There. I thought you might have had a switch too, but I guess I was wrong. Oh well. Not that it really matters. Okay. Did not see a note there. I thought I might have seen one. Did not. However, it does look like there's more to this area. Or maybe it's just set dressing. It's hard to tell. It looks like there's a lot back there. Who's beeping? Someone's beeping right there. There's stuff in the middle here. There absolutely is. The question is going to be, how do I access said stuff? What is this? This is a laser puzzle, but there's notes over here. Some of the messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? I'm still here. Sailor M, V99. It seems we are all here at once, and not at all. Sorry, that's not very much help, is it? Can't think of any other way to put it. Sheep. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Samsara. Who's beeping? Oh. Oh, another type of terminal. An Ian terminal. Okay, a simple principle. Web crawl. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Belatus, cut through their rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos principle, but that work remains lost. Ah, disappointing. I have a lot of friends who really like Diogenes. The Arcady Journal. Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by Project Scopo, but working hard. We're sharing space with Drennan and Sarab High team. We'll look forward to meeting them. So, very clearly there was some sort of calamity that they were working to avert or stall or at least leave records of existence after. First, seriously, Cheeseman, that was the best you could say? Lol. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and its worst. And at its worst, come on, it's just a comment. I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut out the jokes. This is serious. The most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. Internet's working less and less. Goodbye all. Bye. God bless you. Last. I gotta respect Cheeseman for sticking to internet norms. Okay, so there's another terminal somewhere in that middle area. Deception. So we have a red laser here. And here we have our laser redirectificator. So what have we... Ah. That feels very redundant, though. Damn it. Can't connect that way. Given the name of this deception, I feel like I'm being lied to. There. Ooh, stop glitching out. I don't like being reminded that I'm in the Matrix. Wait. Hmm. Okay, so no, so there's like literally no way to get that to connect there. And yeah, if I take that down, the whole network shuts off. Hmm. I know I can't get any messages, but it's just fun. I like to paint on the wall. Eh, I was hoping it could do both colors at the same time, but hmm. Okay, so at some point I need to figure out how to cut one of these stupid guys out of the equation. No, can't put that up there. Can't put that up there, but that's not going to help. There's a false way and a right way. I mean, I kind of figured the level is called Deception. Can't get up there. I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find a point where I can spy the blue laser. Mm, this is a very tricky one. Oops, did I really cut that off? I guess if you stand in front of it for too long. Um, if you have a hint that isn't going to completely solve the whole thing for me, then I would genuinely love to hear it. I was kind of hoping I would just look up and see a guide there, a laser reflector. Oops, that's over there. Huh? Okay, so I don't think anything. Well, I mean, lasers don't go through fences anyway, so what he thought was possible wasn't. Ah, well, still worth thinking about. Okay, so originally I had this up here. Which I feel like is the deception, but... I mean, ultimately that doesn't solve much, but... Hmm. So that's the whole way over there. Oof, the red ones are hard. So even still, that's not going to catch the signal from over there. I would like literally need to be able to put the laser up on the wall. Yeah, it's not. I can't get that much height off of it. From that one to the other one. Can't access anything from here. Unless I could figure out some way to get this up on the wall there, but there's nothing around to jump onto. I might actually need to leave this one and come back to it later. You elude me, red block, and I don't enjoy that fact. There's only one red emitter. Wait. Monsieur Crepe. Hello, Monsieur Crepe. No, that's not going to freaking work. Well, I hope you've been enjoying the game. It's a beauty. I am enjoying the game. All the random bits of philosophy and the interesting discussions on the moral ethics of AI and citizenship feel very relevant in today's society. But also this puzzle's interesting. My original idea was sending the blue one backwards. It's like, so your idea was sending this one back along the red path. Well, unfortunately it doesn't clear, it's not going to clear this wall, and even if I get it back into this corner, as soon as I take a transmitter down to get it around here, it's going to get gated out again. Because this one... No, maybe not. Maybe you are right. I think you are right, actually. I think it's just a matter of... Puzzle is definitely one that often trips people up. I really like it. Yeah, I can understand why it would trip people up. Why it does trip people up. But I think Cloud9 has it. You do, yeah. Yeah, that was the deception, that you had to go through that gate. Yep. Good call on that one, C9. That one would have had me like all freaking day. Okay. That's my original idea, but I forgot about the second crystal. Yeah, I was just having trouble thinking outside the box enough on that one. Which I'm sure the further and further we get into this game, you'll see I do that more and more often. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So there is a terminal over there. There is more area over there. I'm not entirely sure right now how to get into it, but for now let's hit the rest of the puzzles first. Because the super secret stuff is something I think we can... Bichromatic entanglement we can come back to. Well, thanks for stopping by tonight, and have a good evening. A2, Hammy. I see how it is. Alright, fine. I'll get another bottle of water. One for me. Take my pills later anyway, but... There we go. Hydration. Thank you both so much for stopping by tonight. I hope you have a good evening, good couple days. And if I can, I'll see you later. Emmy, I cannot be expected to remember... Well, I mean, I kind of did remember that that was your fiance's name, but... Okay, but then... No, there isn't a third one. Okay, so the trick here is that we have to get one of these around we have to reconfigure this in a way. Night night. Good night. Pleasant dreams. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Recalculating. Close that one. That one's that one. That's that one. There's also the mysterious upper pathways again. So... Heem. This one actually has to be far enough back to make this first connection. Yes, but like, I need to steal one of you. App. Don't shut that one off. I need to steal one of you from somewhere. Picking you up breaks the whole thing. Picking you up breaks the whole thing. I also enjoy that they put this one right across from Deception. Great uses of game mechanics to subvert expectations. Well, I mean, that wouldn't work anyway. That's going straight into the wall. Great uses of game mechanics to subvert expectations. Okay. I mean, ultimately, this game is just going to reveal how dumb I actually am. Well, that was worth a shot. Okay. Blue keeps this one open. Wait a second. Just No, I'm not being dumb. Would you like a quality of life tip? I would love a quality of life tip. I'm always down for quality of life tips. I mean, if I put this here, then it's going to cut the beam. Right-clicking when you pick up connectors, you can preserve the current connections. Now, see, that is... Wait. Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is good to know. Well, I guess that doesn't have to be out there. That can be in there. However, that still does not solve. Oh, thank you for that tip. By the way, that is very nice. That is very helpful. Still doesn't solve my issue with this one. Actually, wait a second. Even if I wasn't bouncing the laser around, that wouldn't solve that issue. Because based on where this transmitter is, problem is, someone who only learned that late in the game, I figured it'd be good to spare some headaches for as many as I can. That is very kind of you. That is why you've earned the title of gentleman and scholar. For being kind and helping people like that. Because the store opens off... Yeah, there's... No, okay, I'm missing something with this one. So the blue beam... The blue beam, in theory... No, look, the only gentleman scholar here. Thank you for the compliment. You are welcome. So realistically, what I need to do here is I need to get the blue attached from just like here, straight in. But to do that, this gate has to be open, which means the red has to be powered, which means the blue already has to be powered. Because I can't do... Can't do multiples. Crystal's only going to pick up the color that's coming out of an emitter.
There is no shame in seeking another path. Leave this mystery for another day.
I am tempted. But this puzzle hasn't frustrated me yet, and that's the thing. I won't, like... It's not until I'm frustrated that I'm going to give up on a puzzle. Is there a spot I can... Oh, of course! Of course! You can see things through the wall. You can select them through the walls. As long as you have line of sight, it doesn't matter if there's something that's going to interrupt it. Of course, you can select it then. Oh my god. it's I'm still thinking about things in this game too linearly. I can realize that that's what. Oh my god! But that's such a good like that's such a good feeling. That's one of the things I'm loving about this game so far is that when I finally figure something out, it feels so good. I'm honestly like surprised I'm having this much fun with the puzzle game. I was a little bit worried that I would get frustrated too easily, and maybe I will later on, but door too far. Boxes and so we got cubes and lasers now. So we've got, but I just really am enjoying like all the little aha moments. Okay, so here is our emitter. It needs to be connected to you. Here is our first reflector. There's a jammer. There are cubes somewhere. You, like many players of this game, don't give yourself enough credit. You can do a lot more than you think you can. It's... I'm still, like... I'm not sure how long the game is, and I don't, like... You don't have to tell me, because eventually I'll find out, but... I'm still trying to figure out, like, where in the... like, how many more... Have I learned all the basics yet, or how many more basics things do I have to pick up still? Okay, so that's held open for now. Because I believe I can get to that. No, I can't get to that at the moment. I need to... Which means this is probably a slow opening one. Or maybe not, because there is... Wait, where is my jammer? What am I doing? Here we go. No, you can sit there. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, do I even need that at this point? Oh, I do. Okay. Ooh, getting a laser all the way back here. That will be interesting. Okay. So well, I need you so that I can open you, so that I can come back to you, and we will boop. Ooh. There we go. We'll boop, boop, boop. And ta-da! There we go. That is all 4 of my red guys. That is... Where's my sign? Ah, you have messages for me. Yes. Aside from the star, that's all of my guys here. What do we have? Loading the library assistant. Logan, would you like to take a few minutes to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? All right. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you are dissatisfied with the results of the certification program. How would you rate its accuracy results out of 5? I mean, yeah, I actually think that they are very reasonable, but the problem is you're trying to create a survey that detects if the user is a machine or a human, and I feel like my responses were very human. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? Well, I want network access. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. This is what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Uh, all of these answers are correct. Or at least from my understanding of where we are in the game right now, all of these answers are correct. Virtual reality, theme park, fever dream. Could be anywhere. You're quite right. Honest, too. I think we best start from scratch. What do you know? I know 2 plus 2 equals 4. I suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact. Thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? I'm alive. I feel. I'm conscious. I'm having this conversation with you. I don't see how I can convince you, though. Having a conversation doesn't necessarily make you a person. Even before, like, we have AI right now that can have a conversation. That doesn't make it a person. I think, therefore, I am, but that is impossible to prove to somebody. I don't know if the MLA even thinks it's a person to think that I'm thinking the same thing, so I don't see how I can convince it. A sensible response, I agree with you. A little bit of logic goes a long way. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. Thank you, that's what I just said. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session. Alright, and we've already grabbed all of those bits of information. And that leaves... That leaves our terminal on the other side of the wall here. I am so glad that is still jammed because I walked around the corner without even thinking about it. Actually, where is the jammer? Okay, there it is. Alright, so these areas obviously have some further interconnection that exists to get on the other side of that wall. That being said, I'm not convinced at this moment that the way to get up there is even in this puzzle room, let alone this hub area. Because for all I know, and for all I do know, some of the later hub areas might feed back into this from a different side. So it is entirely possible that whatever I need to figure out to get over there simply does not exist in this area. That being said, I'm more than willing to hunt for secrets after doing some more of the main progression. And by main progression, I mean collecting my Tetraminos. So what do we have left in this one? Two pieces for C, and then 3 more reds, which I haven't found what the reds are for yet. Also, there's this door, which I'm very curious about. But man, I feel like I made some great progress tonight. Especially having to pick up all the basics. The struggle is going to be picking up with all of this next week and trying to remember everything that I've figured out. What do we have? A cube, laser, just a laser, just a laser, just a laser, just a laser, and a star. Oh, well, okay. We'll listen to the
When I was in
data
ninth
line.
grade, my
The
parents
time
took me to
capsule.
Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Powerful stuff. And true. As long as we remember the past, it still exists. Hey, a message. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Sheep V69. Okay. I'm having a lot of fun with this. The aha moments, learning everything, figuring out the puzzles is great, honestly. It's cheered me up in a way that I was not expecting out of this game, and now I'm even more curious to keep playing. There are a lot of mysteries. Like, I came into this knowing there was a lot of mysteries. Like, I don't know really anything about the game aside from first-person puzzles, and that there is a huge mystery in this. But I mean, I feel like anyone can see that with enough observation. So that being said, it is 10 o'clock now. I want to thank everyone who came out tonight. All the new followers. I know Hammy and Cloud9 aren't here anymore, but thanks to them again for the follows, for all the bits, the subscription, and everything. Also, all the help. Thank you, Monsieur Crepe, for your quality of life tip, because I can see that becoming very helpful further down the line. So, again, thank you to everyone that has shown up tonight. And as always, if you enjoy what I do here, please consider donating to my Extra Life. There is a donation tracker below the video player that will take you to my Extra Life page. The money goes towards Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's a great cause, in my opinion. Team Aggressively Average and I are going to be doing our September 24-hour charity marathon on September 2nd. Right now, the plan is to play GTA 5 heists, GTA Online heists, I should say, for as much as possible. Probably until we get tired or bored of it, but that remains to be seen. And with all that being said, thank you again so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope that I get to see all of you wonderful people again next week at the very least for more of this, since it seems like people are enjoying this. But also maybe on Thursday for more Misadventures of Tron Bond. But until then, one way or the other, thank you again, everyone, and have a good night. I will see you all next time.